Well, the name of this place, Machu Picchu, is the original Quechua name because this mountain was called Machu Picchu. So the Incas didn't change when they started to build the city here. It was called Machu Picchu, the city as well. In Quechua, Machu means old. Picchu mountain is the city of the old mountain. So this city was constructed since the beginning of the 1400. You know, Pachacute was the first emperor who had enlarged and their territory into the jungle. So here, Pachacute had started to build everything here. To build Machu Picchu had taken 4 generations, imagine, more than 100 years, because part by part was constructed everything here. The workers were the volunteers who didn't want to pay their taxes in dry food. They came to build Machu Picchu. But part of the people who came from Cusco, they were already living here. So during 4 generations was constructed and inhabited Machu Picchu. Then after 100 years was abandoned because of the civil war, because of the internal war between the two last Inca brothers. So many people was taken from Machu Picchu, Ollantaytambo, Cusco, to defend Cusco. When it was invaded by Atahualpa, who was born in Quito, to defend Cusco. And probably they were killed during that war. That's the reason why it was abandoned, Machu Picchu. Before the Spaniards had gone to Peru, 8 years before the Spaniards had gone to Peru, Pizarro had gone to Peru just when was the end of the Civil War, when the winner was going back to Quito, which is Ecuador today, the city capital today. So from that time was abandoned Machu Picchu. No one gave any information about Machu Picchu to the Spaniards because they wanted to preserve in top secret the religious city capital of the Inca Empire.
Wow.
Cusco was the political city capital of the Inca Empire. That's the only way why everything is preserved original from the Inca time. Little bit was destroyed by the rainforest. Little bit was also restored. So this is the only city which was never destroyed by the Spaniards, the original Inca city. And how was discovered Machu Picchu? Just casually, because Professor Bingham was looking for Vilcabamba. We're talking about Vilcabamba. Because Vilcabamba was the last stronghold city to fight against the Spaniards. That's why there are many writings about Vilcabamba. Since Professor Bingham was history professor, philosophy professor at Yale University, he knew about Vilcabamba, nothing about Machu Picchu. So when he had got to Aguascalientes, where's the train station today, was living only one family, Melchor Arteaga family. They were selling coca leaves, salt, oil, and everything to eat for the people who were living around these mountains. So he knew Machu Picchu because here were already living 2 families, Richarte here, Alvarez up there. They have discovered part of the terraces. They were farming here their own food. They have discovered the Inca reservoir, which is just up there. They had children between 4 and 9 years old, kids. The first tour guide of Machu Picchu was Pablito, who was born here. Pablito had taken to Professor Bingham to all the different places where he had already discovered. So Professor Bingham had taken all the evidences about Machu Picchu. He forgot about Vilcabamba. He went back to the United States to come back the next year with a big group of investigators.
Wow.
Archaeologists, anthropologists, geologists, biologists, all engineers, architects, all these people, and also from San Antonio Abad University of Cusco, from San Marcos University of Lima, and the local people had helped to Professor Bingham to clean the city, to discover all the complete city, and to describe everything here. Up to the remains, what was found here, comparing how was described Cusco, was described Machu Picchu, because there is no any information, any writing about this.
Yeah.
Professor Bingham had written also his book, which is called Machu Picchu, the Lost City of the Incas. I've got one of those books with the signature
Oh,
of the
wow.
discoverer of Machu Picchu. In that book are all the best first informations about Machu Picchu. All the pictures taken by Professor Bingham.
Wow.
It's a treasure because Professor Bingham was buried
Yeah.
many years ago.
Amazing.
That's how we know about this city. So this city was described divided in two big sectors. At the central part we'll see the division channel between the agricultural sector and the urban sector. The urban sector was also divided into other smaller sectors. Altogether the sectors are 16. Don't forget the numbers are also holy numbers. We're talking about the number 3 in Pisa. Here is the same. The most important part of this city is the spiritual part. That's why it was called the sacred city of the Incas, the sanctuary of the Incas, and many other names. That's what we will see here. In all the sectors are first constructed the temples, carved out on the natural rocks, the altars, because this was the Incas' pilgrimage city. The shamans of the Andes still come in pilgrimage, like do it in Incan time, from the little communities of the Andes by foot. They celebrate their rituals here. Tonight is the full moon.
Ah.
May they will come here to worship the Incan gods. They present the original Incan religion. My mother is descendant of the Incas. She's part of those people. That's how I have learned about the spiritual part of Machu Picchu.
Wow.
I've written also my book about the spiritual part of Machu Picchu because I participated in most of the rituals of the shamans because they have preserved the original Incan religion generation by generation in top secret. That's how it's preserved the original Incan
Fascinating.
religion. So when we visit Machu Picchu, you will feel the energies of this spiritual place.
Qué bueno.
Then, which was the Pope